So shaken as we are, so wan with care, find we a time for frighted peace to pant, and breathe short-winded accents of new lords, to be commenced in strands afar remote. No more the thirsty entrance of the soil shall daub her lips with her own children's blood. No more shall trenching war channel her fields, nor bruise her flowerets with the armored hoofs of hostile pieces. Those opposed odds which, like the meteors of the troubled heaven, all of one nature, of one substance bred, did lately meet in the intestine shock and furious close of civil butchery, shall now, in mutual, well-deceived ranks, march all one way, and be no more opposed against acquaintance, kindred, and allies. The edge of war, like an ill-sheathed knife, no more shall cut his master. Therefore, friends, as far as to the sepulchre of Christ, soldier now, under his blessed cross we are impressed and engaged in fight. Forthwith the power of English shall we levy, whose arms were molded in their mother's womb, to chase these pagans in those holy fields, over whose acres walked those blessed feet which, 1,400 years ago, were nailed for our advantage on the pigeon cross. But this, our purpose now is 12-month-old, and bootless is to tell you we will go. Therefore we meet not now. And let me hear of you, my gentle cousin Westmoreland, what yesternight our council did decree, and forward in this dear expedience.
My liege, this haste is hot in question, and many limits are charged. Sit down. But yesterday, in all athwart, there came a post from Wales, laden with deadly news. Worse is that the noble Mortimer, leading the men of Herefordshire to fight against the irregular and wild Glendower, was by the rude hands of that Welshman taken, 1,000 of his people butchered, on whose dead corpse there was such misuse, such beastly, shameless transformation by those Welsh women done. It may not be without much shame to be told they spoke.
It seems then that the tidings of this broil break off our business for the Holy Land.
This matched with other light, my gracious lord. The more uneven and unwelcome news came from the north. Thus it did in court. On Holyrood Day, the gallant Hotspur there,
young Harry Percy,
and brave Douglas, and ever valiant and approved Scott, at home in bed. It's been a sad and bloody hour, as by discharge of their artillery, and shake rightly the news was told. For he that brought them, the very heat and pride of their contention, did take horse, uncertain of the issue anyway.
Here is a dear, a true industrious friend, Sir Walter Blunt, who lighted from his horse and stained with the variation of each soil betwixt that home and this seat of ours. And he hath brought us smooth and welcome news. The Earl of Douglas is discomfited. 10,000 bold Scots, 220 knights walked in their own blood that Sir Walter see on golden flames.
The prisoners Hotspur did take 48, the Earl of Fife, and eldest son to beat Douglas, and the Earls of Apple, of Bury, Angus, and Menteith.
Not this an honorable spoil, a gallant prize, that cousin, is it not?
In faith, it's a conquest for a prince to boast of.
Yea. Thou makes me sad, it makes me sin in envy that my Lord Northumberland should be the father to so blessed a son. The son who is the theme of honor's tongue. Amongst the grove, the very straightest plant, whose sweet minion's fortune and her pride. Whilst I look at my praise of him, see riot, dishonor stained the brow of my young girl. Oh, but it could be proved that some night-tripping fairy had exchanged in cradle clothes our children where they lay, and called mine Percy, his Plantagenet. Then would I have his Harry and he mine? But letting from my thoughts, what think you, cuz, of this young Percy's pride? The prisoners which he and Mr. Gentry hath surprised, whose only receive peace, and sends me word I shall have none but Morgate, Earl of Fife.
This is his uncle's teaching. This is Worcester, malevolent to you in all aspects. which makes him prune himself, bristle up breast of youth against your king.
But I will send for him to answer this. For this cause a while we must neglect our holy purpose to Jerusalem. Cousin, on Wednesday next our council we will hold at Windsor, so inform the lords. But come yourself with speed to us again.
I will, my liege.
Drinking of old sack and unbuttoning the after supper, sleeping on benches at the noon. But thou hast forgot to demand truly that which I would truly know. What the devil hast thou to do with the time of day? Unless hours be cups of sack and minutes capons, clocks the tongues of pause, and the blessed sun himself, a fair hot wench in flame-colored taffeta. I see no reason why thou should be so superfluous as the man time of day.
Indeed, thou canst near me now, Hal. But we that take persons go by the moon and the 7 stars, not by Phoebus, that wandering night so fair. But I prithee, sweet wag, when thou art king, God save thy grace, majesty I should say, for grace thou wilt have none.
What, none?
No, by my troth, not so much as would serve to be prologue to an egg and butter.
Well, how then? Come roundly. Roundly.
Well, now then, sweet wag, when thou art king, let not us who are squires of the night's body be called thieves of the day's beauty. Let us be direst foresters, gentlemen of the shade, minions of the moon. Let men say we be men of good government, being governed as they seem, by our noble and chaste mistress, the moon, under whose countenance we feel.
Thou sayest well, and it holds well too. For the fortune of those of us who are the moon's men doth ebb and flow like the sea, being governed as the sea is, by the moon. As for proof now, a purse of gold most resolutely snatched on Monday night, and most dissolutely spent on Tuesday morning. Got by swearing, lay by, and spent by crying, bring in. Now, as low and ebb as the foot of the ladder, and by, as high as low as the ridge of the garret.
Indeed, thou sayest true, lad. But I prithee, sweet wag, when thou art king, shall there be gallows standing in England? Not thou, when thou art king, hang a thief.
No, thou shalt.
Shall I? Oh, rare. By the Lord, I'll be a brave judge.
Thou judgest false already. I mean thou shalt have the hanging of the thieves, and so become a rare hangman.
Well, Hal, well. Thou art the most comparative, rascaliest, sweet young prince. Thou hast done great harm upon me, Hal. God forgive me for it. Before I knew thee, I knew nothing. Now I am, to say the truth, little better than one of the wicked. I must give over this life. I will give it over. And by the Lord, if I do not, then I'm a villain. I'll be damned for never a king's son in Christendom.
Where should we take a purse tomorrow, Jack?
Oh, zoons! Where thou wilt! I'll make one. If I do not, then call me a villain and baffle me.
I see a great amendment of life in thee, from praying to purse taking.
Why, Hal, 'tis my vocation, Hal. 'Tis no sin for a man to labor in his vocation. Oh, poems! If men be saved by merit, but hold in hell hard enough for him. Here is the most omnipotent villain that ever cried, stand to a true man.
Tomorrow, Ned.
Tomorrow, sweet Hal. All our lads, my lads. By tomorrow morning, early at Gadshill, there are traders going to Canterbury with rich offerings, and pilgrims going to London with fat purses. I have visits for you all, and you have horses for yourselves. If you will go, I will fill your purses full of crowds. You will not carry it home. Be hanged.
Hear me, Edward. If I carry it home and go not, I'll hang thee for going.
You will, Jock?
Wilt thou make one, Hal?
Who? I? Rob? I a thief? Not I, by my faith.
There's neither honesty, manhood, nor good fellowship in thee, nor thou comes not of the blood royal if thou darest not stand for 10 shillings.
Well, if I'm not well, I'll carry it home.
By the Lord, I'll be a traitor then when thou art king.
I care not.
Sir John, I prithee, leave the prince and me alone a while. I shall lay him down such reasons that he shall go.
Well, God give thee the spirit of persuasion, and him the ears of profiting, that what thou speakest may move, and what he heareth be believed. Very well. You shall find me in Eastcheap.
Farewell, thou latter spring. Farewell, all Holland summer.
My good, sweet, honey lord. I do this, Father. I have a justice that I cannot manage alone. Falstaff, Bardolph, and Tito shall rob those men that we have already waylaid. We will not be there. Then when they have the booty, if we do not rob them, cut this head from my shoulders.
But how should we part from them and setting forth?
Why, leave before or after them, and appoint the place of meeting wherein it is in our pleasure to fail. And then no sooner will they enter upon the escort themselves, but we'll set upon them.
Yeah, but I think they should know us by our horses, by our habits, and by every other appointment to be ourselves.
Well, I have visitors for us after we leave them, and our horses they shall not see, for I'll hide them in the wood. And, sirrah, I have cases of buckram for the knights, who ask our noted upper targets.
Yeah, but I doubt they should be too hard for us.
Well, for two of them, I know them to be as true red cowards as ever come back. And for the third, he fights longer than he sees reason. I'll forswear arms. Now, the first of distress lies in the incomprehensible lies that this same fat rogue will tell us when we meet again at supper. How first, at least, he fought with what wars, what blows, what extremities he endured. And in reproof of this lies the jest.
Well, I'll go with thee. Provide us with all things necessary, and meet me tomorrow night at Eastcheap. There I'll stop. And so, farewell.
Farewell, my lord.
I know you all. It will a while uphold the unyoked youth of your lives. Yet herein let me imitate the sun, who doth permit the base contagious clouds to smother up his beauty from the world. When he please again to be himself, being wanted, he may be more wondered at by breaking through the base contagious clouds that seems to strain. All the year we're playing holidays to sport would be as tedious to work. But when they seldom come, they wish for come, and nothing pleases but rare actions. So, when this loose behavior I throw off, and pay a debt I never promised, by how much better than my word I am, by so much shall I falsify men's expectations. Like bright metal on sullen ground, my reformation, glittering all my fault, shall show more goodly and attract more eyes than that which hath no foil to set it off. I'll so offend to make offense skill, but evening time when men think least thy will.
My blood hath been too cold and temperate, unapt to stir at these indignities, and you have found me. Or accordingly you tread upon my patience. But be sure, I will from henceforth rather be myself, mighty and to be feared than my condition, which hath been smooth as oil, soft as young down, and therefore lost that title of respect, which the proud so ne'er pays, but to the proud.
Our house, my sovereign, little deserves the surge of greatness to you, child, and that same greatness, too, which our own hands about to make so important.
What's that? Get thee gone. I see danger and disobedience in thine eye. Your presence is too forward and peremptory. Majesty might never yet endure the moody frontier of a servant. You have good need to leave us. When we need your use and counsel, we shall send.
You were about to speak? Yea, my good lord. Those prisoners in your highness's name demand, which every person here at home can look. Your essence has not with such strength denied, but delivered your majesty. And
Therefore, Miss Prison is guilty of this fault, not my son.
My liege, I did deny no prisoners. And I remember when the fight began, when I was dry with rage and extreme toil, breathless and faint, leaning upon my sword, came there a certain lord, neat and fresh as a bride, and his chin new reached like a stubble land of harvest. Human like a milliner. I twisted his finger and his thumb, he held upon the box. Whichever and on he gave his blows and looked away again. Who there next? Then I took it in stuff, and still he smiled and gone. And as the soldiers bore dead bodies by, he called them untaught knaves, not men, to bring a slovenly, unhandsome force betwixt the wind and his nobility. Many holiday and lady terms he pressed me. Among the rest, demanded my prisoners in your majesty's behalf. I got all smarting in my wounds, being cold to be so tested with a poppy out of my grief and my impatience answered neglectedly, I know not what. He should, or he should not. What did it mean there? Is him shine so brisk and smells so sweet, and talks so like a waiting gentlewoman of guns and drums and God save the mark. And tell me, the sovereign's king on earth is promised set before an inward bruise. And that was great pity, so us this villainous salt demon should be digged out of the bowels of the harmless earth, which many a good tall fellow hath destroyed so cowardly, and that for these vile guns he would himself have been a soldier. This bald, unjointed chatter was my lord. I answered indirectly, as I said, and I beseech you, but on his report come current for an accusation to a time of your high.
This circumstance considered, good my lord. Whatever Harry Percy said, such a person, at such a place, at such a time, with all the rest be told, may reasonably die, and never rise in the future the way wrong with any said. So he unsay it now.
Why, yet he doth deny his prisoners, but with proviso and exception, that we at our own charge shall ransom straight his brother-in-law, the foolish Mortimer, who on my soul hath wilfully betrayed the lives of those that he did lead to fight against the great magician, damned Glendower, whose daughter, as we hear, that Mortimer hath lately married. Shall I accomplish then to redeem a traitor? Shall we buy treason and indent with fields when they lost and forfeited themselves? No. On the barren mountains, let him starve. I shall never hold that man my friend, whose tongue shall ask me for 1 penny cost to ransom home revolted Mortimer.
Revolted Mortimer! You never did fall off, my son, and we provide a chance of war. Prove that you need no more than 1 tongue for all those wounds. Those mouthed wounds which valiantly he took when up the gentle 7th back. In single opposition, hand to hand, he did confound the best part of an hour in shaking hearty with great Glendower. Let him not be slandered with reproach.
Thou dost belie him, Percy, thou dost belie him. You never did encounter with Glendower. I tell thee, he durst as well have met the devil alone as old Glendower. But, Sirrah, henceforth, let me not do this. Send me your prisoners with the speediest means. You shall hear in such a time from me as will displease you. My Lord Northumberland, we concentrate the party with your son. Send me your prisoners, or you shall hear of it.
And if the devil
drunk with cum. Stay, pause a while. Here comes your uncle.
Speak of Mortimer. Soon I will speak of him, and let my soul want mercy if I do not join with him. On his behalf, I'll empty all these veins and shed my dear blood drop by drop in the dust. And I will lift the downtrodden Mortimer as high in the air as this unthankful king, as this ingrate and cankered Bolingbroke.
Brother, the king hath made your nephew mad.
Who struck this?
After I was gone.
He will for to have all my prisoners. And when I urged the ransom once again of thy wife's brother, then his cheek looked pale, and on my face turned an eye of death, trembling even at the name of Mortimer.
I cannot blame him. Was he not proclaimed by Richard, the dead, the next of blood?
He did. Myself did hear the proclamation. And then it was when the unhappy king, whose wrongs let us God pardon, did set forth upon his Irish expedition, from whence intercepted, did return to be deposed, shortly murdered.
For whose death we in the world's wide mouth live scandalized and foully spoken.
But soft, I pray you. Did King Richard then proclaim my brother, Edmund Mortimer, heir to the crown?
He did. Myself did.
I cannot blame his cousin king that wished him on the barren mountain starve. Shall it be that you have set the crown upon the head of this forgetful man, and for his sake wear the detested lot of murderous subordination? Shall it be that you a world of curses undergo? Be the agents or base secondly, the cords, the ladder, or the hangman rather. Pardon me that I descend so low, show the line in the predicament where you reign of this subtle king. Shall for shame be spoken in these days, or fill chronicles from time to come, the men of your nobility and power to gaze them both in an unjust behalf, as both of you, God pardon, have done. To put down, Richard, that sweet, lovely rose, wetness this thorn, this canker, Bolingbroke. Shall it ignore shame be further spoken that you are fooled, discarded, and set off by him whom the shame done to let go? Yet, time serves, wherein you may redeem your vanished honors and restore yourselves into the good thoughts of the world again. Revenge your state of this proud king who studies day and night to answer all the debt he owes you, even to the bloody payment of your debt. Therefore, I say,
Cousin, say no more.
Christ, mercy.
Those same noble Scots that are your sisters.
I'll keep them all. My God, he shall not have a Scot of no. The Scot to save the soul, he shall not. Keep him by his hand.
You start away and let know we're on my purposes. Those prisoners you shall keep.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Say, without ransom Mortimer. Where I come to speak of Mortimer? I will find him when he lies asleep, and in his ear I'll holler, Mortimer! Nay, I'll have a starling shall be taught to speak nothing but Mortimer, and give it him to keep his anger still in motion.
Hear you, cousin, a word.
All studies here I solemnly defy you how to gall and pinch this Bolingbroke, and that same sword and buckler Prince of Wales. But that I think his father loves him not, and will be glad he met some chance. I would have him poisoned with a pot of ale.
Farewell, kinsman. I will talk to you when you are better tempered to attend.
What a wasp-stung and impatient fool art thou, to break into this woman's room, tying thine ear to no tongue but thine own.
Oh, look, you honor-ripped and scourged with rods, nettled and stung with pin mines when I hear this vile politician Bolingbroke in Richard's time. What do you call it? Like money, who's lost his ship. Just whether that kept Duke his uncle's door. When I first bowed my knee into this king of smile, this Bolingbroke. What? When you and he came back to Ravensburg, Berkeley Castle, you say true. Why, what a candy deal of courtesy this fawning greyhound ended proffer me. Look when his infant fortune came of age. Gentle Harry Percy and kind cousin. Oh, don't take such cousins! God forgive me.
uncle. A tail from up. Nay, if you will not do it again, we'll stay your leader. Not afraid. Then once more, you get him up without make the Douglas son your only means of power in Scotland, which, for diverse reasons, I should say you wouldn't be assured, will easily be granted. You, my lord, your son in Scotland being thus employed, shall secretly into the bosom creep of that same noble prelate, well beloved, the Archbishop of York, is it not? True, who bears hard his brother's death at Bristol for Lord Stewart. I speak not this in estimation, as what I think might be, but what I know is ruminated, plotted, and set down, and only stays to behold the face of that occasion that shall bring it on.
I smell it.
Oh, my life will do wonders well.
Before the game's afoot, thou let slip.
Well, can I choose for being a noble plot? And the power of Scotland and of York to join with Mortimer, huh?
And so they shall.
Faith that is exceedingly well aimed.
And 'tis no little reason 'tis a speed to save our heads by raising of a head. Forbear ourselves as even as we can. The king will always think in our debt, and think ourselves unsatisfied till he has found a time to pay us home. And see already how he doth begin to make us strangers to his looks of love.
He does. We'll be revenged on him.
Cousin, farewell. No further goingness than I by letter shall direct your course. When time is right, it will be settled. I'll seal to Glendower and Lord Mortimer for you and Douglas and our powers at once, as I will fashion it, shall happily meet, to bear our fortunes in our own strong arms, which now behold with much uncertainty.
Farewell, good brother. Ride, I trust.
Uncle, adieu. Oh, let the hours be short till fields and clothes and groves and all our sport.
Shelter! I removed Falstaff's horse and he frets like a gummed velvet. Stand close.
Point! Point at me, hand! Point!
Peace, you fat kidney rascal. What a brawling dost thou keep.
Where's Point, Hal?
He's walked to the top of the hill. I'll go seek him.
I am accursed to rob in that thieves' company. He hath removed my horse and tied him I know not where. If I travel but 4 foot by the squire, further afoot I shall break my wind. I doubt not that I have fair death for all this. Should I escape hanged for killing that rogue? I have forsworn his company, hourly, any time it's 2 and 20 years, and I am bewitched with the rogue's company. He hath given me medicines to make me love him, it cannot be else. I have drunk medicines. Point! How? Oh, plague upon your mouth. Sparrow! Tito! I'll starve ere I rob a foot further. If it were not as good a deed as drink to turn true man and leave those rogues, I am the veriest varlet ever chewed with a tooth. 8 yards of uneven ground is 310 miles afoot for me. Those stony-hearted villains know it well enough. A plague upon it when thieves are not true one to another. Oh, a plague upon you all! Give me my horse, you rogue! Give me my horse and be hanged!
Oh, peace, you fat guts. Lie down. Lay thy ear to the ground. Listen if thou can hear the tread of travel.
Hast thou beavers to lift me up again, being down? I will not bear my own flesh so far afoot again for all the coin of thy father's exchequer. What a plague mean you to quote me thus?
Thou liest. Thou art not bolted. Thou art unbolted.
Good Prince Hal, help me to my horse, good King's son.
Go, out you go. Shall I be your ostler?
Go hang thyself and thine own heir apparent gods. if I be taken off peace for this, if I've got ballads made up of all of you, sung to filthy tunes, well, let a cup of sack be my poison. When a chest is so forward and a foot too, I hate it. So I do, against my will.
Oh, Casey, on with your visitors. There's money of the king's coming down the hill. It's going to the king's exchequer.
Oh, you lie, rogue. It's going to the king's tavern.
It's enough to make us all.
That's to be hanged.
Sir, you three shall front them in the narrow lane. Ned Poins and I will walk over. If they escape your encounter, they light on us.
How many be there of them?
Some 8 or 10.
Will they not rob us?
Art thou coward, Sir John Paunch?
I am no Sir John of Gaunt, your grandfather, but yet I'm no coward, Hal.
Well, that's to the proof.
Sir John, that horse stands behind the hedge. When thou needst him there, thou shalt find him. Now farewell, and stand fast.
Cannot I strike him if I should be hanged?
Ned, where are disguises?
Here, our boss, stay close.
Come, my master. Happy man be his dole, every man to his business.
Come, neighbor. The boys shall lead our horses down the hill. We'll walk the foot a while and ease our legs.
Cut the villain's throats! Horse and caterpillars, you bacon-fed knaves! Oh, they hate us, you. Down with them! Seize them!
Don't be an us, brother.
You gold-bellied knaves! Are you done? No, you fat chumps. I would just go over here. On, knaves, on! They hate us, you. You be grand jurors, are you? We'll do your faith.
The thieves have found the true men. Now could you and I rob them and go merrily to London? It would be an argument for a week, a laugh for a month, and a good jest forever.
I hear them coming. Stay close. Ha! Come, my masters. Let us share. Make horse before day. If the Prince and Point be not two arrant cowards, there's no equity stirring. There's no more valor in that Point than in a wild duck. The money!
Drop with much ease. Now merrily to horse. The thieves are scattered and possessed so strongly with fear they dare not meet each other. Each takes his foe for an officer. Away, good men. Falstaff sweats to death and lies and lean earth as he walks alone. We're not for laughing. It should be. The fat rogue roar.
But for mine own part, my lords, I could be well contented to be there, in respect of the love I bear your house. He could be well contented. Why is he not there? Respectful love he bears our house. He shows this, he loves his own barn better than he loves our house. See some more. The purpose you undertake is dangerous. That's it. It's dangerous to take cold, to sleep, to drink. But I tell you, my lord fool, out of this nettle, danger we pluck this flower. Sink it. Take it. Friends you have named uncertain, the time itself unsorted, and your whole plot too light for the counterpoise of so great an opposition. Say you so! Say you so! I say unto you again, you are a shallow, cowardly hind, and you lie! The black queen is this. By the Lord, our plot is a good plot, as ever was laid, our friends true and constant. Good plot. Good friends. That's full of expectation. An excellent plot. Very good friends. A frosty, spirited rogue is this. When my Lord of York commenced the plot and the general course of action. Soup. Fire now by this rascal. I can braid him with his lady's fan. Oh, you shall see now. Very sincerely of fear and cold heart will he to the king lay open all our proceedings. Oh, I could have fighting my tongue about a bucket for opening such a dish of skimmed milk was so honorable an action. Hang it. Have a double cake. Prepare. Step forward tonight. Ah, case. I must leave you in at least 2 hours.
My good lord, why are you thus alone? For what offense have I this fortnight been a banished woman from my Harry's bed? Tell me, sweet lord, what is that takes from thee thy stomach, pleasure, and thy golden sleep? Why dost thou bend thine eyes upon the earth, and start so often when thou sittest alone? Why hast thou lost the fresh blood in thy cheeks, given my treasures, and my right to thee, in thy musing and cursed melancholy? In thy faint slumbers, I by thee have watched, and heard thee murmur tales of iron wars, speak terms of manage to thy bounding steed, cry courage to the field! And thou hast talked of sallies and retires, of trenches, tents, of palisadoes, frontiers, parapets, of basilisks, of cannon, culverin, of prisoners' ransom, and of soldiers slain, and all the currents of a heady fight. Thy spirit within thee hath been so at war, and thus has so bestirred thee in thy sleep that beads of sweat stood upon thy brow like bubbles in a late disturbed stream, and in thy face strange motions have appeared, such as we see when men restrain their breath on some great sudden hest. Oh, what pretense are these? Some heavy business hath my lord in hand, and I must know it. Else he loves me not.
What ho! Is Gilliam's with the packed dog?
He is, my lord, an hour ago.
And Butler brought the horses from the sheriff?
One horse, my lord, he brought him now.
What horse? Road. A crofter, is it not?
There it is, my lord.
That road shall be my road. Well, I will back in the streets. Oh, Esperance. Bid Butler lead him forth into the park.
What hear you, my lord?
What sayest thou, my lady?
What is it carries you away?
Oh, my horse, my lord, my horse.
Oh, out! Mad-headed ape! A weasel hath not such a deal of spleen as you were tossed with. In faith, I'll know your business, Harry, that I will. I fear my brother Mortimer doth stir about his title and has sent for you to line his enterprise. But if you go...
So far. Afoot? I shall be weary, love.
Come, Parakeeto. Answer me directly unto this question that I ask. Hey, I'll break my little finger, Harry, if thou wilt tell me all things true.
Away, you trifler! Oh, boy, alone me not. I cannot but behave. This is no world to play with habits and to tilt with lips. Must have bloody noses, cracked crowns, and cast them current too. Got me horse! Say something. What wouldst thou have with me?
Do you not love me? Do you not indeed? Ah, not then. For since you love me not, I will not love myself. Do you not love me? Nay, tell me if you speak in jest or no.
Oh! But thus you ride. And when I am on horseback, I will swear I love thee infinitely. Like the king, I must not have you henceforth question me whither I go to no reason thereabout. Whither I must, I must. And to conclude, simply must I leave you, gentle king. I know you're wise, and yet no further wise than Harry Percy's wife. Constant, yours. And for secrecy, no lady closer, for I well believe thou wilt not utter what thou dost not know. And thus far will I trust thee, gentle king.
How? So far?
Not an inch further. Harky cake. Whither I go, thither shall you go too. Today will I set forth. Tomorrow you. Will this content you, cake?
It must, of course.
What's o'clock, Francis?
Not an answer.
Point. None, sir. If ever this fellow had fewer words than a parrot, yet the son of a woman. His industry is upstairs and downstairs. His eloquence, the parcel of a reckoning. I'm not yet of Percy's mind, that Hotspur of the North, him that kills me some 6 or 7 dozen, stops at a breakfast, washes his hands, and then says to his wife, "Far on this quiet life, I want work." "Oh, my sweet Harry," says she, "how many hast thou killed today?" "Give my roan horse a drench," he says, and then answers, "Some 14 an hour later." A trifle. Sirrah, Falstaff and the other thieves are at the door. Shall we be married?
As merry as crickets, my lad.
Prithee, Owen Falstaff. I'll play Percy, and that damn Braun can play Dame Mortimer's wife.
My Jack, where hast thou been? Plague of old cowards, I say, and a vengeance too. Marry, and give me a cup of sack, boy. Ere I leave this life long, I'll sew never socks and mend them at footman too. The plague of old cowards. Oh, give me a cup of sack, you rogues. There's no virtue extant. Oh, you roguiest lie in that sack too. There's nothing but roguery in villainous man. But a coward is worse than a cup of sack with lining. Villainous coward, who goes thy way, old Jack. Die when thou wilt. If manhood, good manhood, be not forgot upon the face of the earth, then I am a shot and herring. There live not 3 good men unhanged in England. One of them is fat and grows old. God help a while. Bad world, I say. A plague of old cowards, I say still. And when I were a weaver, I could sing psalms or anything. A plague of old cowards.
How now, Woolsack? What mutters thou?
Oh, king's son, I do not drive thee out of thy kingdom with a dagger of wrath, and drive your flock of subjects before ye, then I'll never grow hair on my face again. You, Prince of Wales?
Why, a horse and round man. What's the matter?
Are you not a coward? Answer me to that, you and Poins there.
Soon jump that barge if you call me coward and see the word.
I call thee coward? I'd see thee damned before I call thee coward. I'd give £1,000 I could run as fast as thou canst. Thou stand straight enough in the shoulder. Thou carest not who sees your back. Call ye that the backing of your friends? Well, a plague upon such backing. Give me them who will face me. Oh, give me a cup of sack. I'm a rogue and I'm drunk today.
Oh, villain, thy lips are scarce white since thou drunkest last.
Oh, all's one for that. A plague of old cowards, but still I say,
What's the matter?
what's the matter? There are 3 of us here who've paid £1,000 this day morning.
Where is it, Jack? Where is it?
Where is it? Taken from us. 100 upon poor 3 of us.
100, man.
I'm a rogue and I would not half sword with a dozen of them 2 hours together. I escaped by miracle. 8 times thrust through the dozen, 4 times through the hose, and my buckler cut through and through. My sword hacked like a hand sword. Ancient sin. I've not dealt better since I was a man. All would not do. Plague of old cowards. Well, let them speak. If they speak more or less than truth, then they are villains of the sons of darkness.
Speak, sirs. How was it?
We 3 set upon some dozen.
Oh, there were 16 at least, my lord.
And found them.
No, they were not bound.
Oh, fly, you rogue, they were bound, every man of them.
And as we were sharing, some 6 or 7 Frenchmen set upon us.
And unbound the rest, and come in the other.
Fought you with them all?
All? What mean you? All? I fought not with 50 of them. I'm a bunch of radish. 2 or 3 and 50 upon poor old Jack, for I am no 2-legged creature.
Great God, you have not murdered some of them.
Oh, they let pass paying for. I've peppered 2 of them. Oh, 2 of them I'm sure I paid. 2 robes in buckram suits. I tell thee how, if I tell thee a lie, then spit in my face and call me horse. 4 robes in buckram, that privately.
What? Thou sayest but 2 even now.
Oh, 4? I told thee 4, Hal.
Aye, 4.
These 4 came all afront, thrust mainly at me. But I made me no more ado and took their 7 points in my target bust.
7? Thou said even 4 just now.
Oh, in buckram.
Yeah, 4 in buckram suits.
Oh, 7? By these hilts, or I'm a villain else.
Bertie, let him alone. You shall have more anon.
Dost thee hear me, Hal?
Oh, I mark these 2, Jack.
Oh, do so. It's worth the listening to. These 9 that I told thee of.
Oh, 2 more already.
Their points being broken,
Down for their hose.
began to give me ground. But I followed me close, and with hand and foot and with a thought, 7 of the 11 I had paid.
Oh, monstrous. 11 buckram men grown out of 2.
But I tell thee what? 3 misbegotten knaves in Kendall Green came at my back. They private me. Hal, it was so dark thou couldst not see thy hand.
These lies are like the father that begets them, gross as a mountain. Open, help. Why, thou clay-brained guts, thou naughty-pated fool, thou whoreson, obscene, racy, tallow-catch.
Art thou not mad? Art thou not mad? Is not the truth the truth?
How couldst thou know these men in Kendall Green, when it was so dark, thou could not see thy hand? Come, thy reason. What sayest thou of this?
Come, Jack, your reason! Your reason! What, upon compulsion? Zoons! If I were at the Strapado of all the racks in the world, I would not tell you on compulsion. Give you a reason on compulsion? My reasons were as plentiful as blackberries, and I would give no man a reason on compulsion,
I'll no longer be guilty of this sin. This sanguine bower, this bed crusher, this horseback breaker, this huge hill of flesh.
Lord! You starveling, you eel-skin, you hide-meat tongue, you bull's pizzle, you stockfish! Oh, if I had breath to utter what is like thee, thy tailor's yard, thou bow-case, thou sheath, thou vile standing tuck! Oh.
Well, breathe a while and chew it again. And when thou hast tired thyself in base comparisons, hear me speak of this.
Mark Jack.
He too saw you 3 set on them and were masters of their wealth. Mark now how a plain tale shall put you down. Then did we two set on you free, and with the word outface you from your prize, and have it.
Oh!
Yea, you can show it here in the house. I'm Falstaff. You carried your guts away as nimbly and with such dexterity, and cried and roared for mercy, and cried and roared again as ever I heard a bull cast. What a slave thou art to hack thy sword as thou hast done and say it was in a fight. Oh, what trick, what device, what starting hole can thou find out to hide thyself from this open and apparent shame?
Yes, Jack, what tricks hast thou now?
My lords, I knew ye as well as he that made ye. Oh, hear me, my masters. Was it for me to kill the heir apparent? No. Should I turn on the true prince? No. Oh. The lion will not touch the true prince. Instinct is a great matter. I was now a coward on instinct. And I should think better of myself and thee during my life. I for a valiant lion, thee for the true prince. But, my lad, I'm glad you have the money. Hostess! Clock to the doors! Watch tonight, pray tomorrow. Gallant lads, boys, hearts of gold, may all the titles of good fortune be yours. Well, shall we be merry? Shall we have a play extempore?
Aye! Consent, and the argument shall be thy running away.
Oh, how that's enough. And thou lovest me.
How now, my lady the hostess, what sayest thou to me?
There is a man of the court at the door will speak with you. Says he comes from your father.
Give him as much as will make him a royal man and send him back again. To my mother.
Well, what manner of man is he?
He's an old man.
What's up? Gravity had to be fed at midnight. Shall I give him an answer?
Pretty do, Jack.
In faith, I'll send him packing.
Now, my lady, sir, you fought fair. So did you, Bardolph. You are lions, too. You ran away on instinct.
Faith, I ran when I saw the others run.
Faith, how did Falstaff's sword come to be so hacked?
Well, he hacked it with his dagger, and he said he would spread the truth on all of England to make you think it was done in fight. That persuaded us to use anger.
Yea, and to tickle our noses with spear grass to make them bleed, and then to floor our garments with it and say it was the blood of true men. Oh, I did that. I did not this 7 years. Oh, I blush to hear his monstrous devices.
Oh, villain. Thou stole a cup of sack 18 years ago and ever taken the manor. Ever since, thou hast blushed extemporary.
Well, my lord, do you see these meteors? Do you behold these exhalations?
I do.
Well, what do they portend?
Hot livers and cold purses.
Oh, color, my lord, if rightly taken.
No, if rightly taken, culture. Ah, here comes Lean Jack, here comes Barebones. Tell me now, my sweet creature Bombast, how long did it go since thou saw that old knee?
My own knee? When I was about thy years, Hal, I was on the inside of an eagle's talon in the waist. I could have crept inside any alderman's thumb region. Plague of sighing and grief blows a man up like a bladder. But there's still an excuse abroad. He was Sir John Bracy from your father. You must be the court tomorrow. That same mad fellow of the north, Percy, and he of Wales who gave Amon the bastinado and swore Lucifer cockhold and made the devil his liege man on the cross of a Welsh hook. What a place will you hear?
Owen!
Owen. And his son-in-law, Mortimer, and old Northumberland, and that striking Scot of Scots, Douglas, he who runs on horseback up a hill perpendicular.
He who rides at high speed with a pistol kills the sparrow flying.
You have hit him?
So did he near the sparrow.
Well, he is there too, and Worcester stolen away in the night, and I found his hair grows white with the news. And now my land is cheap as stinking mackerel.
Well, it is like to become a hot June, and this civil buffeting hole we shall buy maidenheads as they buy hobnails. About 100.
Indeed, say it's true, there's like to be good trading that way. But aren't you horribly afeard? Being heir apparent, could the whole world pick these three such enemies as that fiend Douglas, that spirit Percy, that demon Glendower? Art thou horribly afraid? Doth not thy blood thrill at it?
Not a whit, eh? I lack some of thy instinct.
Well, thou like to be horribly chid when thou comes to thy father tomorrow. But how, if thou lovest me, practice an answer.
Do not stand for my father. Examine me on the particulars of my life.
Shall I? Content. That chair shall be my stake, my sword my scepter, and this cushion my crown.
Thy state is taken for an old joint stool, thy scepter for a leaden dagger, and thy rich, precious crown for a pitiful bald crown.
Well, if the fire of grace be not quite out of thee, thou shalt soon be moved. Give me a cup of sack, that my eyes may appear bloodshot, as if I had wept, for I will speak in passion, and do it in King Cambyses' vein.
Well, here is my leg.
And here is my speech. Stand back, nobility! Weep not, sweet queen. Trickling tears are they.
Oh, how he holds his countenance.
Oh, for God's sake, lords, convey my tristful queen, for tears do stop up the floodgates of her eyes.
It's like one of these holiday players is that what I see?
Oh, peace, good sight pot, peace, good tickle brain. Now, Harry, not only do I marvel at where thou spendest thy time, but how thou art accompanied. For though the chamomile, the more it is trodden, the faster it grows, yet youth, the more it is wasted, the faster it wears. That thou art my son is partly thy mother's word and partly my opinion. But chiefly the villainous trick with thine eyes and that foolish hanging of thy nether lip. That doth warrant me. For if thou art my son, here lies the point. Why, being my son, art thou so pointed at? That the blessed Son of Heaven may prove Micah and eat blackberries is not a question to be asked. But that the Son of England should prove thief and take persons is a question to be asked. Now there is a thief which thou hast often heard of, and which is known to the people of our land by the name of Hitch. This Hitch, as ancient writers do report, doth defile. So too doth accompany thou keepest. Now, Harry, I say this to thee, not in drink, but in tears, not in pleasure, but in passion, not in words only, but in woes also. And yet, there is one virtuous man who I've often noted in thy company, but I cannot recall his name.
What manner of man, if you like, your majesty?
Oh, a goodly, portly man, in faith. Corpulent, a cheery look, and a most noble carriage. And his age, methinks, be some 50. Tiny threescore. Oh, now I remember me. His name is Falstaff. Now, Harry, if that man be rudely given, then he hath deceived me. Oh, Harry, he hath the look of virtue. And as the tree is known by the fruit, as the fruit by the tree, speaking peremptorily, there is virtue in that Falstaff. Him keep with, The rest, vanish! And now tell me, thou naughty varlet, tell me, where hast thou been this last month?
Dost thou speak as a king? Do thou stand for me, and I'll claim my part.
What? Depose me? Well, if thou dost it half so bravely and majestically, battering words and hanging by thy heels for a rabbit sucker of halted hair.
Well, here I am set.
And here I stand, judge my master.
Now, Harry, whence come thou?
Lord, my noble lord, from Egypt.
The complaints I hear of thee are grievous.
Oh, Lord, they are both, my lord. I shall tickle thee for a young prince.
Swearest thou, ungracious boy? Henceforth, ne'er look on me. Thou art violently carried away from grace. A devil haunts thee in the likeness of a fat old man. A ton of man is thy companion. Why dost thou converse with that trunk of humor, that bolting bunch of beastliness, that swollen parcel of dropsies, that huge clog of sack, that stuffed cloak bag of that roast man treehouse stuff pudding in its belly, that reverent vice, that grey iniquity, that father ruffian, that vanity in years. Wherein is he good but to taste sap and drink it? Wherein neat and cleanliness to carve a cake on and eat it? Wherein cunning but in craft? Wherein crafty but in villainy? Wherein villainous but all things? Wherein worthy but nothing?
I would your grace would take me with you. Who means your grace?
That villainous abominable misleader of youth. Oh, white-bearded Satan.
My lord, I do know the man.
I know thou dost.
But to say I know more harm in him than in myself is to say more than I know. That he is old, more's the pity, his white hair witnesses. But that he is, stating reverence, a whoremaster, that I utterly deny. Sack and sugar be a fault, then God help the witness. If being old and merry be a sin, then there is many an old innkeeper I know who is damned. If to be fat is to be hated, then our fellows need time to be loved. Banish Tito, banish Sardo, banish poise. Kind Jack Falstaff, weak Jack Falstaff, true Jack Falstaff, valiant Jack Falstaff, and the more valiant, being as he is, old Jack Falstaff. Banish not him by Harry's company. Banish not him by Harry's company. Banish Plump Jack, and banish all the world.
I do.
My lord, the Lord Sheriff with a monstrous watch is at the door. Out you go, and play out the play. I have much more to say in the behalf of that Falstaff.
Hey, the devil lies on a fiddlestick. What's the matter?
No, they come to search the house.
Dost thou hear, Hal? Never for a true piece of old counterfeit thou art essentially made without seeming so.
Now a natural power without instinct.
I deny the premise. You deny the shirt. So, if not, then I shall be a cog like another man or a plague upon my upbringing. I should as soon be strangled by a halter as another.
Hide thee behind the arras. The rest to your drink. Now, my masters, for a good face and a true conscience.
Most of which I have had. But their date is out there, for I'll hide me.
Call in the sheriff. Now, my master sheriff, what is thy will with me?
A kingly cry hath followed certain men unto this house.
What man?
One of them is well known, my gracious lord. A gross, fat man.
As fat as butter.
The man, I do assure you, is not here, for I myself at this time have been employed. And I engage my word to thee, Sheriff, that I shall, by tomorrow dinner time, send him to answer thee or any man for anything he may be charged withal. So I entreat you to leave the house.
Evidently, there are 2 ladies in this robbery plus some 300 marks.
Maybe so. If he has lost these ladies, he shall be answered. And so, farewell.
Good night, my noble lord.
I think it is good morrow, is it not?
Indeed. I think it be too important.
Oily rascals known as well as Paul. Go and call him forth.
All staff! Sleep behind the arras. Sleep looking like a whore.
Mark how hard he draws breath. Search his pockets. What didst thou find?
Nothing but papers, my lord.
What be they? Read them.
Rifle, cable, 2 and tuppence. Idle, sauce, 4pence. Idle, sack. 2 gallons? 5 and 8pence. Idle, anchovies and sack after supper. 2 and 6pence. Idle, bread. What halfpenny?
Oh, monstrous. Could 1/2 penny of bread that intolerable deal of sack? What there is of these clothes will read it a greater advantage. There let him sleep till day. I must court in the morning. We must all to the wars, and thy place shall be honorable. The money shall be paid it back again with advantage. I'll procure that fat rogue in charge of court. I know exactly the mark has called score. Even if the time is the morning night, and so tomorrow.
Good morning, my lord.
Hello, hello. Hope you enjoyed the first half.
Introduction for prosperous folks. Lord Mortimer and cousin Glendower, will you sit down? And Uncle Worcester. Like upon it, I forgot the map.
No, here it is. Sit, cousin Percy. Sit, good cousin Hotspur. For by that name, as oft as Lancaster doth speak of you, his cheek turns pale, and with a rising sigh he wishes you in heaven.
And you in hell as often as he hears Owen Glendower spoken.
I cannot blame him. At my nativity, the front of heaven was full of fiery shapes, of burning crescents. At my birth, the foundation and huge flame of the earth shaped like a collar.
Why, so would have done in the same season if your mother's cat had been kitten. So yourself had never been born.
I say the earth did tremble.
I say the answer was not on my mind if you suppose his hearing you had shook.
The heavens were all on fire. The earth did shake.
Oh. So the earth did shake to see the heavens on fire, and not in fear of your nativity. Disease in nature oftentimes breaks forth in strange eruptions. Often the teeming earth is with a kind of colic, pinched and vexed by the imprisoning of unruly wind within her womb, which, for larger striving, shakes the old dome of earth. Woo!
topples down steeples and moss grown towers. At your birth, a grand man of earth, having this distemperature, in passion shook.
Cousin, of many men I do not bear these crosses. Give me leave to tell you once again that at my birth, the front of heaven was full of fiery shapes. The goats ran from the mountains, and the herd was strangely clamorous to the field. These signs have marked me extraordinary. In all the courses of my life to show, I am not in the role of common men. Where is he living? Clipped in by the sea that tides the banks of England, Scotland, Wales, that have called ye to, perhaps read to me, and bring him up that is the woman's son, that can trace me in the tedious ways of art, or hold me case in deep experiments.
I think there's no man speak better Welsh over dinner.
I can call spirits from the vasty deep.
What? So can I, so can any man. But will they come when you do call for them?
Why, I can teach thee, cousin, to command the devil.
I can teach thee, cuz, to shame the devil by telling truth.
Tell truth and shame the devil. Thou hast the power to raise him. Bring him hither. I'll be sworn I have power to shame him hence. Oh, while you live, tell truth and shame the devil. Come, the world is a profitable task.
3 times hath Henry Bolingbroke made head against my power. Thrice for the banks of Wye and the sandy bottom Severn hath I sent him bootless home and weather-beaten back.
Home without boots? And in foul weather too? How escapes he agues in the devil's name?
Come, here's the map. Shall we divide our right according to our threefold order taken?
Earl Glendower hath divided it into 3 limits very equally. England, from Trent to Severn, by south and east is my part assigned. All westward, Wales beyond the Severn shore, and all the fertile land within that bound, Earl Glendower. Dear cuz, to you, the remnant northward lying off from Trent. Once our intentions for apartheid are drawn, a business that this time may conclude. Tomorrow, Cousin Percy, you and I, and the Lord Worcester, shall go and see your father, who the Scottish power has appointed us at Shrewsbury. My father is not yet ready, nor shall we need his help these 14 days. Within that space we draw up your friends, tenants, and neighboring gentlemen.
A shorter time shall send me to you, lords, and in my conduct shall your ladies come, from whom you now must take your leave and steal away, or there will be a world of water shed upon the parting of your wives and you.
Methinks my loyalty, north from Burton here, in quantity equals not one of yours. See how this river comes me cranking in and cuts me from the best of all my land. Huge half-moon, monstrous, and tantalum. I'll have the river in this place dammed up, and here the smug and silver Trent shall run in a new channel, fair and evenly. It shall not wind with such a deep indent to rob me so rich a bottom here.
Not wind? It shall, it must. You see it does.
Yea, but Lockhart bears his course and runs me up with like advantage. Building the opposing continent on the other side as much as it takes from you.
Yea, but a little charge won't drench him here, and on this north side win this cape of land, and then he runs straight and even.
I'll have it so. A little charge will do it.
I'll not have it altered.
Will not you?
No, nor shall you not.
Who shall say me nay?
Why, that will I.
Let me not understand you then. Speak it in Welsh.
I can speak English, Lord, as well as you, for I was trained up in the English court, where, being but young, I framed to the heart many an English ditty lovely well, and gave the tongue a helpful ornament, a virtue that was never seen in you.
Mary, I'm glad of it with all my heart. I'd rather be a kitten and cry mew than one of these same meter ballad mongers. I'd rather hear a brazen candlestick turn or a dry wheel grate on the axle tree. And that would set my teeth nothing out of. Nothing! So much as mincing poetry. 'Tis like the full said gait of a shuffling man.
Come, you shall have friends.
I do not care. I'll give thrice so much land to any well-deserving friend. In the way of bargain, mark you me, I'll cattle on the ninth part of a hair. I think Hector's gone. Shall we be gone?
The moon is fair, you shall away by night. I'll haste the rider with all break with your wise of your departure. I fear my daughter will run mad, so much she doteth on her Mortimer.
Fie, Cousin Percy, how do you cross my father? I cannot choose. He kept me up last night at least 9 hours in reckoning up the several devils' names that were his lackeys. I cried, and well, go to. Remarked not a word. Oh, he's as tedious as a tired horse. A railing wife. Worse than a smoky house. I'd rather live with cheese and garlic in a windmill thaw and feed on cakes. Have him talk to me. Any summer house in Christendom.
In faith, my lord, you are too willful blame, and since your coming hither have done enough to put him quite beside his patience, you must needs learn, lord, to amend this fault. Sometimes it shows greatness, courage, blood, and that's the dearest grace it renders. Yet oftentimes it doth present harsh rage, defective manners, want of government, pride, haughtiness, opinion, and disdain, the least of which, haunting a nobleman, loseth men's hearts, and leaves behind a stain upon the beauty of all parts besides, beguiling them of commendation.
Well, I have schooled. Commanders be his speed. That's what I was. Well, let's take our leave.
The Chandler's be so. Otherwise, well, I know well.
My daughter weeps. She will not part with you. She'll be a soldier too. She'll to the wars.
Good father, tell her that she and Lady Percy will follow in your conduct speedily.
My Reineke are going to Percy. We'll with you. She's desperate here. A peevish, self-willed adultery. One that no persuasion can do good upon. My Reineke are die in court.
Hun voten tredje til funds, og der skal have nogen bedre til ret.
I understand I looks pretty well to get the horse down in the flowing memories. I am too perfect. But for shame in such a parley, I would answer thee.
Og fungerande, det den verkenas mohani, hun leid oriot fungor, nagu mohani api.
I understand thy kisses, thou mine. That's feeling disputation. But I'll never be true in love, not till I've learned thy language. For thy tongue makes Welsh as sweet as ditties how you can, sung by a fair queen in a summer's bower with ravishing division to her lips.
If you melt, then she will run mad.
Aribroet reiter vol den avoden. A queen alfu arden, a hana figan sin te blessio. A cara branta corona tu cusk. Can swinyo a guarda tremde plexus. Can naid kufrai wahani, con volum efroahus. Algo hani, con dita nos. Arin sintin on yeso mutal try, and times nine today.
I am ignorant in some things.
She bids you upon the wanton rushes lay you down, and rest your gentle head upon her lap. And she will sing the song that pleases you, and upon your eyelids crown the god of sleep, charming your blood with pleasing heaviness, making the difference between wake and sleep as is the difference between day and night, the hour before the heavenly harvestine begins its golden progress in the east.
Oh, with all my heart, I'll sit here and sing. Within that time, I'll be gone.
Do so, and those musicians that shall play for you hence 1,000 leagues from here shall be here straight away. Sit and attend.
Come, Kate. Thou art perfect in mind now.
Come, that I may lay my head on my lap.
Go, you giddy goose.
Ubrian, Abosan, Amasan. Kabor, Lowedas.
Now I perceive the devil understands well. So marvelously, so humorous. Well, lady, he's a good musician.
Then should you be nothing but musical, for you are altogether governed by humors. I still, you thief, hear the lady sing in Welsh.
I'd rather hear lady, my bitch, howl in Irish.
Is that head broken?
No.
Then be still.
Neither, 'tis a woman's fault.
God help me.
The Welsh lady's pet. He, she sings. Come, King. I'll have your song, too.
Not mine in good suit.
Not yours in good suit. Faith, you swear like a cup for me, good wife. No, sir, in good suit, and as true as I live, and as God shall measure, and as sure as day. You give out such sauciness surety, Malayo, as if you never walked further than Finsbury.
Swear me, Kate, like lady as thou art, a good mouth filling, and leave in sooth, and such protest of pepper gingerbread to velvet guards and Sunday citizens. Come, sing.
I will not sing.
This is the next way to Kurt Taylor, red-breast teacher. Once the indentures be drawn, all away within these 2 hours. And so, come in when ye will.
Come, Lord Mortimer. You are as slow as hot Lord Percy's on fire to go. By this our book is drawn, we will but seal and then depart immediately.
Oh, my eyes.
I know not whether God will have it
So for some displeasing service I have done, that in his secret doom, out of my blood, he'll breed revengement and a scourge for me. But thou dost in thy passages of life make me believe thou art only marked for the hot vengeance and the rod of heaven to punish my mistreadings. Tell me else, could such inordinate and low desires, such poor, such bare, such lewd, such mean attempts, such barren pleasures, rude society as thou art grafted to, accompany the greatness of thy blood and hold their level with thy princely heart? So please thy majesty, I would I could quit all offense with a clear excuse. As well as I am doubtless, I can purge myself of many I am charged with all. Yet such extenuation let me beg, as in reproof of such tales devised, which oft the ear of greatness must needs hear by smiling pickthanks and base newsmongers. I may for some things true, wherein my youth hath faulty wandered and irregular, find pardon on my true submission. God pardon me. Yet let me wonder, Harriet, thy affections, which do hold a wing quite from the flight of all thy ancestors. Thy place in council thou hast rudely lost, which by thy younger brother is supplied, and art almost an alien to the hearts of all the court and princes of my blood. The hope and expectation of thy time is ruined, and the soul of every man prophetically does forethink thy fall. And I so lavish of my presence then, so common hackneyed in the eyes of men, so stale and cheap to vulgar company, opinion that can help me to the crown, has still kept loyal to possession, and left me in reputeless banishment, fellow no mark nor likelihood. I being seldom seen, I could not stir, but like a comet I was wondered at. Men would tell their children, this is he. Others would say, where? Which is Bolingbroke? Then I stole all courtesy from heaven and dressed myself in such humility that I did pluck allegiance from men's hearts, loud shouts and salutations from their mouths, even in the presence of the crowned king. Thus did I keep my person fresh and new, my presence like a robe pontifical, ne'er seen but wondered at. And so my state, seldom but sumptuous, showed what doth feast, and won by rareness such solemnity. Skipping king, he ambles up and down with shallow gestures, rash baven wits, soon kindled and soon burnt, parted escape, mingled his royalty with capering fools, had his great name profaned by their scorns, and gave his countenance against his name, to laugh at jibing boys and stand the push of every beardless vain comparative. Grew a companion for the common streets, and heaped himself to popularity. That being daily swallowed by men's eyes, they serped it with honey, and began to loathe the taste of sweetness. For of a little, more than a little, is by much too much. So, when he had occasion to be seen, he was but as the cuckoo is in June, heard, not regarded, seen but with such eyes as sick and blunted with community, or no extraordinary gaze, such as is bent on sun-like majesty when it shines seldom in admiring eyes, but rather drowned, hung their eyelids down, slept in his face, and rendered such aspect as cloudy and used to their adversaries, being with his presence glutted, gorged, and full. And in that very line, Harry, standeth thou, for thou hast lost thy princely privilege with vile participation. Not an eye, but is a weary of thy common sight. Save mine, which hath desired to see thee more, which now thought that I would not have it do. Make myself in foolish tenderness.
I shall hereafter, my thrice gracious lord, be more myself.
For all the world, as thou art to this hour, was Richard then, when I from France set foot at Ravensburg. And even as I was then, is first now. Now, by my scepter and my soul to boot, he hath more worthy interest of the state than thou, the shadow of succession, or of the right, no conduct to it. He doth build fields with harness in the realm, turns head against the lion's armed jaws, and being no more in debt to years than thou, leads reverent lords and bishops on to bloody battles and to bruising arms. What never dying honor hath he got against renowned Douglas? These high deeds, whose hot incursions, whose great name and honor souls from all soldiers, chief majority, and military title capital through all the kingdoms that acknowledge Christ. Thrice hath this Hotspur, his bars and swaddling clothes, this infant warrior in his enterprises, discomfited great Douglas, taken him once, enlarged him, and made a friend of him, to fill the mouth of deep defiance up and shake the peace and safety of our throne. And what say you to this? Percy, Northumberland, the Archbishop's Grace of York, Douglas, Mortimer, capitulate against us and are up! But wherefore do I tell these news to thee? Why, Harry, do I tell thee of my foes, which art my nearest and dearest enemy? Thou, that art like enough through vassal fear, base inclination and the starter's spleen, to fight against me under Percy's pay, to dog his heels and curtsy at his frowns, to show how much thou art degenerate. Do not think it so. You shall not find it so. God forgive them that so much have swayed thy majesty's good thoughts away from me. I will redeem all this on Percy's head, and in the closing of some glorious day, be bold to tell you I am your son. And I will wear garments all of blood, and stain my favors in a bloody mask, which, washed away, shall scour my shame with it. And that shall be the day, whene'er it lights, that this same child of honor and renown, this gallant Hotspur, this all-praised knight, and your unthought of Harry, chance to meet. For every honor sitting on his helm were they multitudes, and on my head my shames redoubled. For the time will come that I shall make this northern youth exchange all his glorious deeds for my indignities. Percy is but my factor, good my lord, to engross up glorious deeds on my behalf. And I shall call him to such strict account that he shall render every glory of it, even the faintest worship of his day, or I will tear the reckoning from his heart. This in the name of God I promise here, to which should he be pleased I shall perform. And to beseech thy majesty may salve the long-grown wounds of my intemperance. If not, the end of life cancels all bans, and I will die 100,000 deaths ere break the smallest parcel of this vow. 100,000 rebels die in this. Thou shalt have charge and sovereign trust herein. How now, good one? Thy looks are full of speed.
So is the business that I come to speak of. Lord Mortimer of Scotland has sent word that Douglas and the English rebels met the 11th of this month at Shrewsbury. A mighty and a fearful head they are. The promises be kept on every hand, has ever brought foul action in this state.
The Earl of Westmoreland set forth today, with him my son, Lord John of Lancaster, before this advertisement is 5 days old. Harry, on Wednesday next, you shall set forward. On Thursday, we ourselves will march. Our meeting is Bridgenorth. And Harry, you shall march through Gloucestershire. By which account, our business value, some 12 days hence, our general forces shall meet at Bridgenorth. Our hands are full of business. Let's away. Advantage feeds him back while men delay.
Arnold, have I not fallen away vilely since this last action? What a bait! What a dwindle! My skin hangs about me like an old lady's loose gown. I am withered like an old apple john. I'll repent. That suddenly while I'm still in some liking. I shall be out of heart shortly, and I shall have no strength to repent. If I've not forgotten what the inside of the church is made of, I'm a peppercorn, brewer's horse. The inside of the church, the company, villainous company hath been despoiled me.
Why, Sir John, you are so fretful, you cannot live long.
Oh, there it is. Come, sing me a bawdy song, make me merry. I was as virtuously given as a gentleman need be. Virtuous enough. Swore but a little. Diced not over 7 times a week. Went to a bawdy house not over once in a quarter of an hour. Paid money I borrowed 3-4 times. Lived well and in good comfort. Now I live out of all order, out of all comfort.
Why, you are so fat, Sir John. You must need to be out of all compass. Out of all reasonable compass, Sir John.
Do thou amend thy face, and I'll amend my life. Thou art our admiral. Thou bearest the lantern in the poop. But 'tis in the nose of thee. Thou art the knight of the burning lamp.
Why, Sir John, my face does you no harm.
No, I'll be sworn. I never look on thy face, but I think upon hellfire. Thou art the perpetual triumph, the everlasting bonfire. Thou hast saved me 1,000 marks in Lincoln torches, walking with thee in the night betwixt tavern and tavern.
Blood, I would my face were in your stomach. Oh.
Cry of mercy, so should I sure to be heartburned. Oh, Dame Tartlet the hen, have you inquired yet who picked my pocket?
Why, Sir John? What do you think, Sir John? Do you think I keep thieves in my house? I have searched. I have inquired. So is my husband, man by man, boy by boy, servant by servant. The tithe of a hair was never lost in my house before.
Oh, you lie, hostess. Bardolph was shaved and lost many a hair. No, I'll be sworn my pocket was kicked. Oh, go to, you are a woman, go.
Sir. No, I defy thee. False light was never called so in my own house before.
Oh, go to, I know you well enough.
No, Sir John. You do not know me, Sir John. I know you, Sir John. You owe me money, Sir John! Now you give a call to the guy on the office. I want you another chance for your back.
Doubtless, doubtless, I am with the lady wife, and I force it on them.
The only money here besides for your client is my treating that money lent you for £20.
He had part of him pay.
He, alas, is poor. He has nothing.
Poor? How? Look at this face. What call you rich? I lost a seal ring of my grandfather's worth 40 marks.
I've heard the prince tell him I know not how often that ring is common.
How? The prince is a jack, a sneaker. Why, if he was here now, I'd cudgel him like a dog. Oh, hell! Is that the wind in the door? Must we all march?
Two and two, Newgate fashion.
Newgate fashion! Good, my lord, I pray you hear me.
What sayest thou, Mistress Quickly? How does thy husband? I do love him well. He is an honest man.
My lord, I pray you hear me.
Prithee, let her alone and list to me.
What sayest thou, Jack?
The other night I fell asleep here behind the arras and had my pocket picked. This house is turned bawdy house. They pick pockets.
What did thou lose, Jack?
Wilt thou believe me, Hal? I have lost 3 or 4 bonds worth 40 marks apiece and a seal ring of my grandfather's.
A trifle, some 8-penny matter.
So I told him, my lord. And, your grace, he speaks most vilely as you. Like foul-mouthed man as he is. He said he would cudgel you.
What? He did not.
There's neither faith, truth, nor womanhood in me else.
There's no more faith in thee than in a stewed prune, nor more truth in thee than in a drawn fox. As for womanhood, Maid Marian would be deputy wife of the ward to thee. Oh, go, you king, go.
Say what thing? What thing?
What things? Why, a thing to thank God on.
What thing to thank God on? Who should know it? I'm an honest man's wife. And setting thy knife to the side, thou art an ape. Oh, you thus.
Setting thy woman on the side, thou art a beast to say otherwise.
Think what beast, thou mayst thou?
What beast? Why, an otter.
An otter, Sir John? Why an otter?
Why? She's neither fish nor flesh. A man knows not where to have her.
An unjust man in saying thus, thou or any man knows where to have me. Thou knave thou.
Thou sayest true, lady, and he does slander thee most grossly.
Simply doth you, my lord. He called you Jack and said he would cudgel you. And he said you owed him £1,000.
Sir, do I owe you £1,000?
What, £1,000, Hal? $1,000,000. Thy love is worth $1,000,000, and thou owest me thy love.
Nay, my lord, he said he would cudgel you called you Jack.
Did I, Barrow?
Indeed, Sir John, you said so.
Yea, if he said my ring was copper.
I say it is copper. Darest thou be as good as thy word now?
How? Thou knowest as thou art but man, I guess, but as thou art the prince, I fear thee as I fear the roaring of the lion's whelp.
And why not as a lion?
Well, the king is to be feared as the lion. Didst thou think I would fear thee as I fear thy father? Pray God when I do my girdle break.
Oh, if it should, how thy guts would fall about thy knees. But, sirrah, there's no room for truth, faith, or honesty in this bosom of thine. It's all filled up with guts and midriff. Charge an honest woman with picking thy pocket. Why, thou whoreson and embossed rascal, if thy pocket contained anything but tavern reckonings, memorandums of bawdy houses, and what poor pennyworth of sugar candy to keep thee long-winded, if thy pocket were enriched with any injuries but these, I am a villain. Yet you will stand to it. You will not pocket up wrong. Art thou not ashamed?
Why, how? Thou knowest in the state of innocency Adam fell. Thou seest I have more flesh than another man, and therefore more frailty. You confess then? You picked my pocket?
It appears so, by the story.
Hostess, I forgive thee. Go make ready my breakfast. Love thy husband, look to thy servants, cherish thy guests. Thou shalt find me tractable to any honest reason. Thou seest I am pacified still. Nay, prithee, be gone. Perhaps a music court. For the robbery, how was that answered?
Oh, my sweet beef, I must be good angel to thee still. The money is paid back again.
I do not like to pay back. 'Tis a double labor.
I am good friends with my father. I may do anything.
But rob the exchequer the first thing I'll do, and with unwashed hands too.
Oh, you, Lord.
I have procured for thee, Jack, a charge afoot.
I would it were of whores. Well, God bless these rebels. I laud them. I praise them.
Barnum,
my lord.
bear this letter to Lord John of Lancaster. To my brother John, this to our Lord of Points to horse. We have 30 miles to ride here. Jack, meet me tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the Temple Hall. There shalt thou know thy charge, and there receive money and order for their furniture. The country burns. Percy stands on high. Either we or they must lower lie.
Brave words, brave words. Hostess, my breakfast, come! Oh, I could wish this tavern were my drum.
Well said, my noble Scot. Speaking truth, in this fine age we're not taught flattery, such attributes you should. The Douglas have. Not a soldier on this season's stand to go so general current through the world. I cannot flatter. I do defy the tongues of soothers. But wait, my heart's low, I feel that, and yourself. Hey, catch me by word, approve me, Lord.
Thou art the king of honor. No man so potent please
upon this ground, but I will appear to do so in as well.
What letters are there?
These letters come from your father.
Letters from him? Why comes he not himself?
He cannot come. He's grievously sick.
Zoons! How is he the leisure to be sick in such a jostling time?
And who leads his power?
Under whose government come they along?
His letters bear his mind, my lord, not I.
My prithee, tell me, did he keep his bed?
Aye, ere 4 days ere I set forth, and at the time of my departure thence, he was much feared by his physicians.
I would the state of time had first been whole, where he by sickness had been visited. His health was never better worth than now.
Sick now, droop now. The sickness doth infect the very lifeblood of our enterprise. Tis catching hither even to our camp. It strikes me here that inward sickness stays him, and that his friends, by deputation, could not so soon be drawn. Nor did he think it meet to lay so dangerous and dear a trust on any charge, but on his own. Then off he give us bold advertisement. And with our small conjunction we should on, for as he writes us, there is no quailing now. For certainly the king is now possessed of all our purposes. What say you to it?
Your father's sickness is a maim to us.
Perilous gash, a very limb lopped off. And yet, in faith, 'tis not. His present want seems more than we shall find it. Were it good to set the exact wealth of all our states, all at one gash? To set so rich a maid on the nice hazard of one doubtful hour? 'Twere not good, for there should be the very bottom and the soul of hope, the very list, the very most bound of all our fortunes.
Faith, and so we should. You know remains the sweet illusion. We may boldly spend upon the hope of what is to come in a comfort of retirement lives in this rendezvous.
Oh, to fly into if that the devil understands to look big upon the maid and of our affairs.
But yet I would your father had been here. The quality and air of our attempt works no division. It will be thought by some that know not why he is away, that wisdom, loyalty, a mere dislike of our proceedings kept the Earl from hence. And think how such an apprehension may turn the tide of fearful faction, and breed a kind of question in our cause.
You stray too far. I rather of his absence make misuse. It lends a luster and more great opinion, a larger dare to our great enterprise than if the Earl were here. For men must think, if we, without his help, can make a head to push against a kingdom, with his help, we shall overturn it topsy-turvy down. Yet all goes well, yet all our joints are whole.
As I can think, there's not such a word spoke of in Scotland as this term of fear.
My cousin Vernon, welcome, by my soul.
Pray my news be worth welcome, Lord. The Earl of Westmoreland, 7,000 strong, marches hitherwards.
Go on, what more?
Further, I have learned the king himself in person has set forth or hitherwards intended speedily with strong and mighty preparation.
He shall be welcome too. Where is his son, the nimble-footed, mad-cat Prince of Wales, and his comrades that daft the world aside and bid it pass?
All furnished, all in arms, his wanted his youthful ghosts and his wild young goals. I did see Harry, with his helmet on and his cuirass on his thighs, gallantly armed. He did rise up from the ground like feathered Mercury, and vaulted with ease into his seat as if an angel had dropped down from the heavens, and did turn winding a fiery Pegasus as if to wish the world of noble horsemanship.
No more, no more. Worse than the sun, in March this brains of nourish Aegis. Let them come. They come like sacrifices in their trim. The two of them, fire-armed made of smoky war, all hot and bleeding, will we offer them. Come! Let me taste my horse! Who is to bear me like a thunderbolt against the bosom of the Prince of Wales? Harry to Harry shall, hot horse to horse, meet and there part till one drop down a course. Oh, that Glendower were come. There's further news. I have learned while riding to Worcester that he did not draw his power these 14 days.
was ready to hear yet.
Aye, by my faith that there's a frosty sound.
What made the king's all that? 30,000, 40,000. My father and Glendower be both away. Ours, us, they serve so great today. Let us take a muster speedily. Doomsday is here. Die all. Die merrily.
Talk not of dying. Aim out of fear of death for this hand for this 1/2 year.
Bottles, get before me to Coventry. Fill me a bottle of sack. Our soldiers will march through and move to Sutton Coldfield tonight.
Will you give me money, Captain?
Lay out! Lay out! And bid my Lieutenant Peter meet me at the town's end.
I will, Captain.
Very well. If I be not ashamed of my soldiers, I'm a soused good. I have misused the king's press damnably. I have got, in exchange for 150 soldiers, some 300 and odd pounds. My whole complement is as ragged as Lazarus in the painted cloth where the glutton's dogs licked his sores. Such as indeed were never soldiers, but discarded, unjust serving men, younger sons of younger brothers, unemployed tapsmen, runaway hostlers, the cankers of a carved world and a long peace. A madman met me on my way and told me I'd unloaded all the gibbets and pressed the dead bodies. No eye hath seen such skeletons. I'll not march through Coventry with a mess trap. Nay, and they march wide betwixt the legs, as if they had gyves on. For indeed I had the most of them out of prison. There's not a shirt and a half in my entire company. And a half shirt is just 2 napkins tacked together and thrown over the shoulder. And the shirt, to say the truth, was stolen from my host at St. Albans. Or was it the red-nosed Indian redemption? That's all done. They'll find linen enough in every yard.
How now, Jack?
Oh, how now, sweet wag? What a devil dost thou? Forward here. Oh my good Lord of Westmoreland, I cry you mercy. I thought your honour were already a Shrewsbury.
Faith, Sir John, 'tis more than time that I were there, and you too. My powers are there already. The king, I can tell you, looks for us all. We must away all night.
Tush, never fear me. I'm as vigilant as a cat to steal cream.
I think to steal cream indeed, for that fat is already made in butter. But tell me, Jack, whose fellows are these to come after?
Mine, Hal, mine.
I've never seen such pitiful rascals.
Oh, tut, tut. Good enough to toss. Food for powder, food for powder. They'll fill a pit as well as better. A tush, man. Mortal men, mortal men.
Aye, but Sir John, methinks they are exceeding poor, and bare to baker.
But as for the poverty, I know not where they had that. And for their bareness, well, I'm sure they never learned that of me.
No, I'll be sworn. That's called 3 fingers on a red fair. But Sir Ron, make haste. Percy's already in the field.
The king encamped?
He is, Sir John. I fear we shall stay too long.
Well, to the latter end of a fray and the beginning of a feast. Makes for a dull fighter and a key.
Fight with him tonight.
It may not be.
You never let the advantage not to wit. Why say you so? Looks he not for supply? So we. Is it certain?
Ours is doubtful.
Good cousin, be advised. Stir not tonight.
You do not counsel well. You speak it out of fear and cold heart.
Do me no slander, Douglas. But by my life, and I dare well maintain it with my life, well respected, honored, beyond, I hold as little counsel of weak fear as you, my lord, or any Scot this day lives. Let it be seen tomorrow in battle which of us fears.
Eh? Or tonight?
Content you! Tonight, say I! Come, near not to me. I wonder much, would men of such great leading as you are, not to see what impediments drag back our expedition. Certain horse, my cousin Vernon, has not yet come up. Young Worcester's horse came out today, and now their pride in battle is asleep. Their courage with hard labor, tame and dull. That is not a horse that is half of himself.
So are the horses of the enemy in general journey baited and brought low. The better part of ours are full of rest.
The number of the king exceedeth ours. For God's sake, cousin, stay till all come in.
I come with gracious offers from the king. Will vouchsafe me hearing and respect.
Welcome, Sir Walter Blunt, and what your our determination. None of us love you well, even those who envy your great deserving and good name. You are not of our quality, but stand against us like an enemy.
And God defend, but still I should stand so long as out of limit and true rule you stand against anointed majesty. But my charge. The king has sent to know the nature of your griefs, and whereupon you conjure from the breast of civil peace such bold hostility, teaching his duteous land audacious rule. If the king hath in any way your good deserts forgotten, which he confesses to be manifold, he bids you name your griefs, and with all speed you shall have your desires with interest, and absolute pardon for yourself and those herein misled by your direction.
King is kind. And well we know, the king knows at what time to promise, when to pay. My father and my uncle and myself did give him that same loyalty he wears. And when he was not 26 strong, sick in the world's regard, wretched and low, a poor, unminded outlaw, sneaking home, my father gave him refuge to the shore. And when he heard him swear and vow to God, he came up to be Duke of Lancaster, to sue his liberty and to beg his peace, with tears of innocency and terms of zeal. My father, in kind heart and pity, moved.
I came not to hear this.
Then to the point. In short time after, he deposed the king. Soon after that, deprived him of his life. And in the neck of that, cast the whole state. To make that worse, suffered good Mortimer, who is, in every underworld place, indeed his king, to be engaged in Wales. There were ransom to life forfeited. To disgrace me in my happy victories. Sought to trap me by intelligence. Raided my uncle from the council board. In rage, dismissed my father from the court. Broke oath on oath. Committed wrong on wrong. And in conclusion, drove us to seek out this head of safety, and withal to pry unto his title, which we find too indirect for long continuance.
Shall I return this answer to the king?
Not so, Sir Walter. Move with all while. Go to the king, and let there be on some surety for a safe return again. And in the morning, early, will my uncle bring him our purposes. And so, farewell.
I would you would accept of grace and love.
Maybe so we shall.
Pray God you do.
bloodily the sun begins to peer above yon bosky hill. The day looks pale in his distempered shade.
The southern breeze will play the trumpet to his purposes. By his hollow whistling through the leaves to tell the tempest, lust of the day.
Then with the losers let it sympathize, for nothing can seem foul to those that win. How now, my Lord of Worcester? It is not well that you and I should meet upon such terms as now we meet. You have deceived our trust, and made us doff our easy robes of peace to crush our old limbs in ungentle steel. This is not well, my lord, this is not well. What say you to it? Will you again unknit this churlish knot of all abhorred war, and move in that obedient orb again where you did give a fair and natural light, and be no more an exhaled meteor, a prodigy of fear, and a portent of broached mischief to the unborn times?
Hear me, my liege. For mine own part, I could be well content to entertain the lag end of my life with quiet hours. For I do protest. I have not sought the day of this dislike.
You have not sought it. How comes it then?
Rebellion lay in his way, and he found it.
Peace, Jewett, peace.
It pleased your majesty to turn your looks of favor from myself and all our house. And yet I must remember you, my lord. We were the first and dearest of your friends, and being fed by us. You used us so as that ungentle gull, a cuckoo's bird useth a sparrow, did oppress our nest, grew by our feeding to so great a bulk that even our love does not come near your sight for fear of swallowing. But with nimble wing we were enforced for safety's sake to fly out your sight and raise this present head, whereby we stand opposed by such means as you yourself have forged against yourself, by unkind usage, dangerous countenance, and violation of all faith and trust, sworn to us in your younger enterprise.
These things indeed you have articulate proclaimed at market crosses, read in churches, to face the garment of rebellion with some fine color that may please the eye of fickle changelings and poor discontents. And never yet did insurrection want such awful colors to impede his cause, nor moody beggars starving for
our armies, as many a soul that shall pay full dear for this encounter, if once they join in trial. Tell your nephew, the Prince of Wales, to join with all the world in praise of Henry Percy. By my hopes, this present enterprise set off its head. I do not think a braver gentleman, more active, valiant, more valiant young, more daring or more bold is now alive to grace this latter age of noble deeds. For my part, I may speak it to my shame. I have a truant bend to chivalry, and a period as a country too. Yet before my father's majesty, I am content that he shall take odds of his great name and estimation, and will, to save blood on either side, try fortune with him in single fight.
And, Prince of Wales, so dare we venture thee, albeit considerations infinite to make against it. No, but Worcester, no. We love our people well, even those we love that are misled upon your cousin's part. And will they take the offer of our grace? Both he and they and you, yea, every man shall be my friend again, and I'll be his. So tell your cousin and bring me word what he will do. But if he will not yield, rebuke and dread correction wait on us, and they shall do their office. So be gone. We will not now be troubled with reply. We offer fair. Take it advisedly.
It will not be accepted on my life. The Hotspur and the Douglas together are confident in arms against the world.
Hence, therefore, every leader to his charge, for on their answer will we set on them. And God befriend us as our cause is just.
If thou dost see me down in battle, then bestride me so. 'Tis a sign of friendship.
Only a colossus could do thee that friendship. Say thy prayers, and farewell.
I would have a bedtime, Hal, and all well.
Why? Thou owest God a debt.
'Tis not due yet. I'd be loath to pay him before his day. What need I be so forward with him that calls not on me? No matter. Honor pricks me on. Yea, but how if honor prick me off when I come on? How then? Can honor step to a leg? No. An arm? No. Take away the grief of a wound? No. Honor hath no skill in surgery then? No. What is honor? A word. And what is that word honor? Air. A trim reckoning. Well, honor is a mere discussion. Distraction will not suffer. And therefore, I'll none. So end my cat. Oh no, my nephew must not know, Sir Richard, the liberal, kind offer of the king.
For best he did.
Then are we all undone?
It is not possible. It cannot be. The king should keep his word in loving us. He will suspect us still and find a time to punish this offense in other forms. For treason is betrusted like the flock. Ne'er so cherished and locked up. Will have a wild trick of his ancestors. My nephew's trespass may be well forgotten. It had the excuse of youth and heat of blood, and an adopted name of privilege. A harebrained Hotspur governed by a spleen. All his offenses live upon my head and on his father's. We did train him on, and his corruption, being taken from us, we, as the spring of all, shall pay for all. Therefore, good cousin, let not Harry know, in any case, the offer of the king.
I'll do what you will. I'll say it so. Come, cousin. My uncle is returned. Deliver up my lord of Westminster. Uncle, what news?
The king will bid you battle present.
Defy him! By the lord of Westmoreland! Oh, Douglas, go you and tell him so. Daddy, I shall, Daddy, willingly.
There is no seeming mercy akin.
You beg any? God forbid.
I told him gently of our grievances, of his oath break, which he mended thus, by now forswearing that he is forsworn. He calls us rebel, traitor, and will scourge with haughty arms his hateful name in us.
Gentlemen, George, I have thrown a plain defiance in King Henry's teeth, and Westmoreland, who was engaged in it, which cannot choose but to bring him quickly on.
The Prince of Wales stepped forth before the king, and nephew challenged you in a single fight.
Oh, that the quarrel lay upon our heads, and that no man might draw short breath today, but I and Harry Monmouth. Tell me, how showed his tasking? Seemed it in contempt? No. By my soul, never in my life did I hear a challenge urged more modesty. Blessed brother should dare a brother and judge exercise the proof of arms. He gave you all the duties of man, trimmed up your praises with princely tongue. He spoke of your deservings like a chronicle, making you all the better than his praise, but by dispraising praise valued with you. Let me tell the world, if he should outlive the envy of this day, England never did owe so sweet a hope, so much misconstrued in his wantonness. Cousin, I think thou art enamored on his follies. Never did I hear of any prince so wild at liberty. Be as he may. Yet once and night I will embrace him with a soldier's arm, and he shall shrink under my courtesy. Arm with speed, and fellows, soldiers, friends. Better consider what you have to do than I, that have not well the gift of tongue, can lift your blood up with persuasion.
My lord, your letter is sweet.
I cannot read them now. Oh, gentlemen! Time of life is short. To spend that shortness basely were too long. If life did ride upon a tile's point, still ending at the arrival of an hour. And if we live to tread on kings. If die, brave death, when princes die with us. Now, for our consciences, the arms are fair when the intent of bearing them is just.
My lord, prepare. The king comes on apace.
I thank him that cuts me from my tail, for I profess not talking. Only this, let each man do his best. And here draw I a sword whose temper I intend to stain with the best blood that I can find withal in the adventure of this perilous day. Now, Esperance! Esperance! Percy! Percy! And Second! Sound all the lofty instruments of war, and by that music let us all embrace, for heaven and earth, some of us never shall a second time do such a courtesy!
What is thy name? And the battle thus thou crossest me. What honor dost thou seek upon my head?
My name is Douglas, and I do hold thee on this battle thus, because some tell me that thou art a king.
They tell thee true.
The Lord of Stafford here today hath bought thy likeness, but instead of thee, King Harry, the sword hath handed him. So shall it be, and yet thou yield thee as my prisoner.
I was not born a yielder, thou proud Scot. And thou shalt find a king that will revenge Lord Stafford's death.
His name was Blunt. Suddenly front like the king himself.
A fool go with thy soul when it goes. A bottle title hath the bought too dear. What is the coming you like a keg?
King hath many marching in his coats.
Now, by sword, I will kill all his coats. I will murder all his wardrobe, piece by piece, until I meet the king.
Our soldiers stand full fair before the day.
Though I could skate shot free at London, here I do fear the shot. Here there's no scoring but upon the pace. Soft. Who art thou? Sir Walter Blunt. Well, there's honor for you. Here's no vanity. Oh, I'm as hot as molten lead, just as heavy. Oh, God, keep lead out of me. I need bear no more weight than my own bowels. I've led my ragamuffins where they are tethered. There's not 3 of my 150 soldiers left alive. They're for the end of town to beg during life. Who comes here?
What? Let us there, I Prithee, lend me thy sword.
Oh, prithee, thou give me leave to breathe a while. Turk Gregory hath not done such deeds in arms as I have done this day. I've paid Percy. I've made him sure.
Oh, he is indeed, and living to kill thee. I prithee, lend me thy sword.
Nay, how? By the gods, you get not my sword. Here, now take my pistol if thou wilt.
Give it me.
'Tis hot, there's that will sack a city.
What? Is it time to jest dally now?
If Percy be alive, I'll pierce him. Is he coming my way willingly? So, if I should come in his, then let him make a carving honor of me. I like not such grinning honor as Sir Walter hath. Give me life, which I can save. So, if not, then honor comes unlooked for, and there's an end.
I prithee, Harry, withdraw thyself, thou bleeds too much. Lord John of Lancaster, bleed to his head.
Name you, Lord, unless I did bleed too.
I beseech your majesty, make up, lest you retire to amaze your friends.
I will do so. My lord of Westmoreland, go you with him.
Oh, my lord, I'll lead you to your tent.
Leave me, my lord. I do not need your help. God forbid a shell scratch drive Prince Wales to a field such as this. The noble nobility like trodden on. Rebels' arms triumph and masterful.
He breathes too long. Come, cousin Westmoreland, our duty lies elsewhere. For God's sake, come!
By God, thou hast deceived me, Lancaster, and nothing be lord of such a spirit. Before, I loved thee as my brother, John. Now I do respect thee as my soul.
I saw him hold Lord Percy at the point with lustier maintenance than I did look for of such an unrope.
This boy doth lend metal to us all.
Oh, the king! They grow the country's heads! The Douglas, fatal to all those who wear those colours on them. No. What art thou? The counterfeit's the person of a king.
The king himself. Who, Douglas, grieves at heart so many of his shadows thou hast met, and not the very king? I have 2 boys, seek Percy and thyself about the field, but seeing thou fall'st on me so luckily, I will essay thee. So, defend thyself.
I fear thou art on account of it. And yet, in faith, thou dost say like a king. But mine, I am sure thou art, whoe'er thou be. Thus, I win thee!
Hold up thy head, vile Scot! Or thou like now to hold it up again. Here's the Prince of Wales that threatens thee, who never promises,
What do you mean to pay?
He has from Sucker Center. And that's Clifton. Out to Clifton straight.
Stay! Breathe a while. Thou hast redeemed thy lost opinion and showed thou make some tender of my life, and this fair rescue thou hast brought to me.
They have done me too much injury that said I hearken for your death.
Make up to Clifton, out to St. Nicholas Gauzy. If I mistake not, thou art Harry Monmouth.
Thou speakest as though I would deny my name.
My name is Harry Percy.
Well then, I see a very valiant rebel among you. I am Prince Wales, and think not, Percy,
to share with me in glory anymore. Two stars keep not the
motion in one sphere, nor shall one English brook a double
reign of Harry Percy and the
Prince of Wales.
Nor shall it, Harry. For the time has come, the end of one of us. Would to God thy name and honor are now as great as mine.
I'll make it greater ere I part from thee. In all the budding honors on thy crest I'll crop
to make a scarlet for my head.
Can no longer brook thy vanities!
Well said, Hal! To it, Hal! There's no boys' play here, I can assure you.
Oh, Harry! Thou hast robbed me of my youth. I better broke the loss of brutal life than those proud titles thou hast won of me.
They wound my thoughts worse
than thy sword my flesh.
What's the slave of life?
And life, time's fool. Time that takes survey of all the world must have a stop. Oh, I could prophesy that the earthly and cold hand of death
lies on my tongue. No, Percy, thou art dust and food
for worms, brave Percy. Fare thee well, great heart. Oh, ill-weaved ambition, how much art thou shrunk? When is this body to contain a spirit, a kingdom,
For it was too small a bound.
But now,
2 paces of the vilest earth is room enough. and this earth that bears ye dead men from life, not so scout judgment. If thou were sensible, courtesy, I should not make so dear a show of field. But let my favors hide thy mangled face. And even in thy behalf, I'll thank myself for these fair rites of tenderness. Adieu. Thy praise take with thee to heaven, thy ignominy sleep with thee in the grave, but not remembered in thy epitaph. What? Old acquaintance? Could not all this flesh hold in a little life? Poor chap. Farewell. I could better lose a better man. You should have a heaviness of thee if I were much in love with vanity. Death has not struck a fatal deer today, though many dearer in this bloody fray. Embalmed I'll see thee by and by. Till then in blood, by noble Percy lie.
Only today, and I do believe that Parliament will beat me too tomorrow. Oh. But time to counterfeit. Well, that hot termagant Scott had paid me. Yea, Lawton Scott too. Counterfeit? I lied. It was no counterfeit. He that is dead is counterfeit, for he's but the counterfeit of a man. He hath not the life of a man. But to counterfeit dying, whereby a man liveth, is to be no counterfeit, but the true and perfect image of life. If Strash should be the better part of valor, then I, for the better part, have saved my life. Zoons! I do fear this gunpowder Percy, though he be dead. But what if he should counterfeit and rise too? By my faith, I'm afraid he would prove to be the better counterfeit. Therefore, I shall make him sure. Yea, and I will swear that I killed him. May not he rise again, the same as me? Therefore, nothing confutes me but eyes, and nobody sees me. Sirrah, with a new wound in your thigh, come you along with me.
Come, Brother John, full bravely enough, bless thy maiden sword. But soft!
What do we hear?
Did you not say this fat man was dead? I did, and saw him dead, bloody and breathless on the ground. I told a lie for some fantasy that plays on our eyesight. Come, speak. We would not believe our eyes without our ears, or not thou seest.
No, I'll be sworn. I'm not a double man. I'm not Jack Falstaff, but I'm a Jack. There's your Percy. If your father gives me any honor, so. If not, then let him kill his own Percy next time. I expect you do, Charles Earl, I can assure you.
What? Percy I killed myself, and saw thee dead.
Lord, Lord, how the world is given to lying. Now, I grant you I was down and out of breath, but so was he. We both rose at an instant and fought a long hour by Shrewsbury Park. If you believe me, so. If not, then let them that would reward valor wear the sin upon their own head. But upon my life I gave him that wound in the thigh. And if the man were alive and was alive, soon I'd make him eat a piece of my sword.
This is the strangest tale that ever I heard. This is the strangest fellow, Brother John. Come, bear thy luggage nobly on thy back. And if a lie will do thee grace, I'll yield it the happiest terms I have. The trumpet sounds. Come, brother. to the highest field, that we may see what friends are living, who are dead.
Go far, as they say, for reward. Or let he who reward me, let God reward him. If I do grow great, or grow less, or I'll purge, I'll leave sack and live clean, as a nobleman should do.
Thus ever did rebellion find rebuke. Ill-spirited Worcester, did we not send grace, pardon, and terms of love to all of you? And wouldst thou turn our offers contrary, misuse the tenor of thy kinsman's trust? 3 knights upon our party slain today, a noble earl, and many a creature else had been alive this hour, if, like a Christian, thou hadst truly borne betwixt our armies true intelligence.
What I have done, my safety urged me to, and I embrace this fortune patiently, since not to be avoided, it falls on me.
Bear Worcester to the death, and Vernon too. Other offenders we will pause upon. How goes the field?
The noble Scot, Lord Douglas, in seeing the day's fortunes quite turned from him, the noble Percy slain, his men on the foot of fear, fled with the rest, and in falling from a hill was bruised, his pursuers overtook him. At my tent, Douglas, and I beseech your majesty I may dispose of him.
With all my heart.
Then, Brother John of Lancaster, to you this honorable bounty shall belong. Go deliver the Douglas up to his pleasure, ransomless and free. His great deeds have shone upon our crest, have shown honor even in the hearts of our enemy.
I thank you, my lord, for this high honor, which I shall give away immediately.
Then this remains, that we divide our power. You, St. John, and my cousin Westmoreland, towards York shall bend you with your dearest speed, to meet Northumberland and the prelate Scroop, who, as we hear, are busily in arms. Myself and you, St. Harry, will toward Wales, to fight Glendower and the Earl of March. Rebellion in this land shall lose his sway, meeting the check of such another day. And since this business so fair is done, let us not leave till all our own be won.